Hello everyone, I'm Darth Browner, and welcome to the next part of my Ace Attorney Justice for All playthrough. In the previous video, we had a trial where Adrian Andrews was accused on the spot of murdering Matt on guard, as Phoenix was trying to prolong the trial in order to get an acquittal of Matt on guard. And the judge decides to delay the trial for another day. So, it's back to more investigating, and there's plenty more plot twists to come, as we're going to be doing part 1 of the investigating. Let's get ready to rock and roll! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! There, Pearls. I can't take it anymore. Look, they'll be alright. Everything may still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt by it. And he won't be, because Mr. Ongard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going. You're right. Mystic Maya isn't much more pain than I am. Yes, that's right. So, hey, you guys. I caught you, pal. Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh boy, that's Detective Gumshoe. Has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pills, but now it's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you, pal. Busy right now? So what are you going to do for now? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So do you have a new job lined up? Oh, that, what am I supposed to do now, pal? Well, I don't have anything coming up in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You have another payday? Well, yes, that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Say what? You'll be searching for things that will provide Mr. Onguard's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. We'll take care of it all. Come on, Mr. Nick, let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things. Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap and healthy foods? That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself. He said that? That's horrible. Because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth? Miss Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that, there was nothing strange in the testimony itself, but I still think there was something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You know about that thing, pal? Why would she want to? No, I mean almost need to frame Mr. On guard. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. Then you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie per se, it just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Well, that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe. That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that. Franziska von Karma. Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more info on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Miss von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol, pal. She's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably rested at the hospital. Which one? What, are you going to visit her, pal? No, well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got hurt, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death, not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal. Make of that what you will, Poppets. Make of that what you will. Let's go! Let her whip us, Mr. Nick! Oh boy. No, I'm definitely not going. Let's see. Name of the hospital. Oh yeah, the Hockey Clinic. That name sends a chill down my spine. That was in case 2 of Justice for All, with the really creepy director. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Yes, you here to visit a patient? Ah, hi, wait a second, you're... Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Why are you still here? Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes. Director Hottie? Edgeworth? Yes, I'm the Director Hottie. Oh, you're the man on this morning. Yes, what is it? Director, Franziska. How is Franziska von Karma? You don't need to worry. Yeah, she's in good hands. Because you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes. Yes, not being that surgery. It went well. You have my gratitude. It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret. She looks so pitiful. Absolutely terrifying. Yes. I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun after all. But I was not about a real secret like she was really now. Yes. I say. Oh, she really keeps you. I do that. She whipped me with her whip. Boy, I cry like a baby. Yes, I think I'll get used to it. Oh. Go back to your room. He's so mean. Oh, so mean, my risky Friska. That's good too. Ah. Okay. Yeah, it's on my IV drops. Yeah. And one of those tulip's doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh, I knew I shouldn't have come here. I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. It's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. Bullshit. I didn't have full intentions of running the trial this morning. What? But that would have been too much for you. There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know. Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding, one has to wonder if he was simply interested in seeing my case. It was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. By taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. On Guard, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today. I know what you're talking about. Do you have proof that I made such a deal? You're denying it? Looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix, right? If I'd been in court today, this trial would already be over. All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime? That isn't my problem, whether she had tampered with the evidence or not. I've only one objective, to find On Guard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix, right? The end justifies the means. Miss Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then On Guard will be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? Because of that, she is now in danger of being found guilty herself. Or because she believed in your word until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person. That's all. But you had to know she was... Ow! I think visiting hours here are about over. So if you'll excuse me... What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off? Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Edgeworth? What happened today at the trial? Edgeworth, that was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. Could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far? But she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, right, the courtroom is a garden of judgment. I'm putting myself on the line when I stand in there, and that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Witness, that card, give it to me! Hurry! Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This, I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. That card, what in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, right, this is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. Special Investigations Team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelley the Killer. And just as his name states, he is a killer. An assassin, the best at that. An assassin? So who is this Shelley the Killer? The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins. Long-standing? The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelley is the professional name of the third heir to the D Killer name. So because his professional name is Shelley, he leaves cards with a shell on them. He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims. Why would he do something like that? We think it is a part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. The killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. Seems that this is one honourable assassin with a moral conscience. I guess that even honourable assassins can exist. So you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. Discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Shelley the Killer, huh? I noticed something at the trial today. You're behaving in a very strange manner. Something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow. Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Edgeworth is going to... Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity. Mr. Nick? There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right, listen. You need to know something. Juan Corrida was killed by Shelley the Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt on guard. Your own client. Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this. What is it? The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead to Shelley the Killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they'll let you enter. In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again if anything should happen. Now if you'll excuse me. Mr. Nick, do you think Mr. On Guard hired an assassin? No way. I mean, he doesn't have a sight clock. Yeah, I guess not. Maya, please, all I ask is you make it home safe and sound. I guess even kidnapping is going to be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop the comments for me. You know, he says he's an assassin. I bet he's just making that up, like how Nick does with everything in court. Anyway, let's try this card trick. So I got the door open. Okay, time to take a look around. What is this place? I've got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Those videos over there? Well, we'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. Well, I am sure to say somebody get out of here. framed picture sitting on this coffee table. Picture of a woman, she's kind of pretty. Looks like something's written, let's see. With love, Celeste. This could be a clue. It's weird, what's the figurine doing in a place like this? It's about, oh cute. It's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. It's some kind of puzzle or something. Locked, of course. Doesn't have to use the counter open this door. Oh, bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'll be able to crawl through there. Oh hey, it's a computer. I've never really used one of these before. I have no idea where the power switch is on this thing is. Drat. There's my plan to use something out of here. Wow, and then the CCTV this big one. What's the power there? It's busted. I'd so die. Happy Samurai fan. I've ever got to see a nickel sign around the TV like this. Can't believe I made a joke about dying, all things considered. What is this thing? Antenna, I guess, and this is the VCR? Sure, a lot of electronic gadgets here, but what's an antenna doing here? Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. Ah! It seems that your Mr. Right is truly concerned about you. He is? For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you. Ways, you mean? Dead men tell no tales, is how the saying goes. Correct? Dad? I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting. I am an assassin. No way, you're right, I mean an assassin. People are not always who they appear to be. Nick! Mr. Nick? Oh yes, Pearls? Got caught up in my thoughts about my situation. Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know. I guess for now I've no choice but to believe in Miss Strongard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too. Okay. I'm sorry but visiting hours are over for today. Oh, I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh yeah, there's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt on guard. Oh, here you are. What did he write? Is it something really important? I don't know, but let's see what it has to say. To Mr. Lawyer, dude, I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So actually I have a favour to ask of you. I had this cat named Shay. Didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. Think you could drop by my house and feed Shoe for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright? This is terrible. Let's hurry. We have to feed his cat. I'm sure poor Shoe's stomach is growling by now. Yeah, I guess. Well, that's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on this cat. Alright now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to for Mr. Mercy. You shall not pass! Don't devalue my name and turn into a gasp! You spiky-haired petty fogger! Because of you, I'd be made to look like the bad guy again. Well, I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised. I really was more valuable than Edgy Boy's heart. It was all for me. It's all your fault. You've awakened the beast that is house. Hi. Miss Alba. Keep your hands off me. This helmet is airtight. Nowhere gets in and nowhere gets out. And then why do you keep putting it on? Don't think you can get me to move with silly questions. You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by. I'm not hearing this. Sure it's dark. I'll go turn on the light. Wow, so this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich. Come on, Mr. Nick, let's find Shoe, the kitty cat. Shoe. So I guess this is Shoe. Oh, what a lovely cat. Hello, Shoe. The cat seems to really like pearls. Pardon me. May I help you with something, mister? Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. On Guard's lawyer. The Master's. Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I am the family butler, John Doe. Nice to meet you. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. On Guard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs. How typically butler-like, as it were. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. And anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself and his affairs. You know, I would have thought Mr. On Guard the kind to have a maid over a butler. That's a very cute cat you got there. It is my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies shoe. And anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat. Well, I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Ah, so young and yet already so accomplished. A master of law. But there is also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me. Maybe if I showed this letter I got from Edgeworth. Miss Oldbag, if you would look at... What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... Edgy poo! Oh, is that her perfume? Famine and more I smell. Ugh. Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth. Yours truly? That man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you understand? I just thought something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do, but anything bad, I won't let you off the hook. It looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth. That may be, but you know, so nothing's going to come of it. That's so bad, isn't it? Things are meant to be told and shared. Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue our investigation. Okay. What now? One little thing before I forget. You can't go into Elmgard's room today. Why? At least his main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear? What if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer? So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag. Looks like we're the only ones here. And yet, the hotel seems so busy somehow. Probably because the police team is scoring for clues about the killer. Hey, Saber. Lotta, you're still here? Reckon Goss. I investigate photographer 8 still staffs on their ability to snap at the scoop, yeah? This hotel just has that aura mystery. You know, that's something I was bound to happen. But do you have a camera? Rick Given. Our photographers got hair for cameras out here like can't be a real pro, you know? I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feeding the mouth, do you have man, your bread thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? I want to ask about the night of the murder. What, you really going to shout out the bus at the info I got? Lotta, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kinda, but... Brace yourself, Phoenix, here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know. Followed a few stars around, got a few autographs, shook a few hands, had so part with the other two. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night. The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time either. I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. So about the note that was inside your camera case. Did you roll? Yeah, can I believe what you've written? Yeah, I mean, the stuff about Ungar shoving his manager lady onto corridor. Yeah. Oh, I reckon you'd best not be believing there. What? Well, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know. Right, whatever came to mind. Whatever came to mind? Yeah. When you get down to it, just a load of random bull dooders. Hey, what's with you? Why stare at me like my grandpa used to? Yeah, why are you suddenly like you saying you're old too? Or I'll just shrink you. Oh, my baby, my $1.600 baby. What's with that red coated prosecutor anyhow? That guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're the red coat's friend now, ain't ya? But if you could words for me and get me back my camera. You want me to do what? Listen, that guy real good for about 5 hours, I guarantee he'll give it back. When you do your own dirty work. Well, time for me to get going. Time for photographer without a camera, just tablet, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Get yourself together out there, yeah? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow. Okay, see you then. And you there, little elf keeper, good work, okay? Okay. Don't forget about your food now. Okay. And make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay. And if you haven't found yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right to me. Would you please just leave already? Mr. Nick? What is that otherworldly, ghastly moaning? I hate evil ghosts. I don't think it's a ghost, maybe it's a demon. Excuse me? What you're calling a demon, Brad? Zoinks, it's the alien. Who are you calling an alien? Oh, it's just you, Miss Oldbag, and what are you doing here? What is wrong with you young'uns today? I came down here to pay my respects, but I called while you're disturbing me. Please talk to me about the night of the murder just one more time. I talked about it plenty at the trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud photographer and her note. She was loitering around here with that imbecile look on her face. With that imbecile look on her face? Okay, got it. Now, hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that. Oh, alright. Now I've seen everything. But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business. There's not had time to waste standing around here the whole night. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Corrida. He was the most popular star, you know, especially where it counts in my book. But I heard that he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. On Guard. Well, that's just a recent thing, bad luck and all that, you know. But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at this amount of their presence. It's a show of the amount of their feelings all his fans had for him. Yeah, the mountain is pretty big and certainly nothing to shake a stick at. Mr. Nick? What is it, Pearls? The presents, they're all bears, right? She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. All of Mr. Corrida's presents for his fans seem to be bears. Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears. Bears? Why bears? You don't know? When my dear man was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. He refused to give in and let that bear win, but after the fight, they became friends. Wow, what a heartwarming story. Look, it's just in those young people's dreams, dramas,
I can see those two tucking out down by the river going, hey you sure can fight, you two, bub, you two.
Did all that really happen?
Yes, it is by the river, bub.
What a little crock.
So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents.
Yeah, nice, bears.
I'm Uncle Bear and I say it's barely 8 o'clock.
What is that infernal racket?
It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 o'clock. Way past your bedtime.
Oh, that startled me. I thought I was going to die for a second.
8 p.m? That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember?
Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. Transceiver. Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. My, how is mine? You haven't heard her, have you? It seems you are not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I've heard the news. So it would seem my present did you no good.
No, Mr. Meyer, Mr. Meyer!
One more day, please. All I ask for one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time. Please. I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else after all. Please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright. Alright, then. A little... What is with this static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? It seems that... Connect. Damn it, did the transceiver just suddenly break? Excuse me.
What happened?
I don't know, all of a sudden it became nothing but static.
Oh, Mr. Meyer, Mr. Meyer!
Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? I should probably have an electronics expert look at this. The sooner the better.
Oh, there are a lot of bears.
One ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. Pretty overwhelming. It says some kind of bear he doesn't have.
There's even a few in the trash can.
Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears.
Poor teddies.
It's hard to bear with all these problems. I think I want to bear with the trauma that last case caused me.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Transceiver?
Oh, Mr. Nick, you should ask Mr. Scruffy Detention about that thing.
What thing? Oh yeah, the thing just broke up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal? When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. It sounded like this. Oh, you don't hear any static, pal? Huh?
Maybe it fixed itself?
That's strange, I'm sure it was making a loud static noise. Maybe. Maybe what? Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Electromagnetic interference? So what is this electromagnetic interference? Something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed with another signal, pal. Oh, when you put it that way. I don't understand what you're talking about. Like for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen, stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right?
Computer?
Like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts to come here.
Oh yes, TV does do that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about.
She seems amazingly happy at being able to understand this. So the room you were in when that interference to transceiver happened, there's got to be something there that's sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Something like, like a listening device or something. Ah, speaking of that, where were you when it happened?
We were in Mr. Creeder's room, scene of the murder.
What? That's it, I'm going to sneak into the precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later, alright pal? Wait, Gumshoe, Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah.
We should be going too, Mr. Nick.
Alright, let's go. Hey, you're finally here, pal. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Do you have the bug sweeper?
Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal, and suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors on the outside on you. So yeah, I can get one of those police bug sweepers. What do you mean you can get one? We need the item. Hey, calm down, pal. I didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's.
Wow, so this is a bug sweeper?
This is all broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. Oh, by who? Me, of course. Seeing this sure brings back memories. Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure, this little beat up. Well, I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here.
Your heart and soul?
It'll work, trust me, pal. It'll do the job, but can't set the sensitivity. So it's going to be for anything that gives off electromagnetic waves.
Isn't it better that way?
Oh, well, anyway. So I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl, right, pal? I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Okay, now, I'll tell you how to use this baby. Let's listen to the voice or some other sort of bug in this room, pal.
So we're going to find it, right?
Right, now, first, let's turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around to give the real thorough look-see, pal. Sweeper will let you know how strong of a signal it's picking up, so keep an eye out on it, okay? If you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, press the X button to lock onto it. There's a lot of things here that's going to give off radio waves. Let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright, I'm going to go stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug, got it, pal? I know where it is.
This is just a giant stuffed bear, right?
It's the biggest one I've ever seen. Hey, so did you guys find it yet? Listen to the voice like me?
No, but this bear's eyes.
Let's see. Perfectly normal stuffed bear with some real strong radio waves. Sounds like you find the device to me, pal. Let's take this big fella's eye out and see what we got.
No, you can't. It's such a fine act.
Oh.
No.
It's a miniature camera, and it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter, a timer, a water emitter, transmitter, pal.
Oh, is that more of this high-tech stuff?
So this tiny thing is a camera. Yup, it's been old CCD camera, pal. Small, high-grade video camera, mostly used in security systems. So it's a video camera. Runs on a battery which comes with it in the set. But there's no videotape in this camera. It's only the camera part here, pal. Tape recorder with the tape inside. It is somewhere else.
Somewhere else?
Footage is changed into radio waves and is sent to that recorder.
So it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it?
Hey, you know, you're right. So what is a transmitter? It's a voice that sends the footage camera to a specific location. It's like a video version of a listened voice, pal. Looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it.
You can set it for a certain time?
Yup, let's see. This looks like it was set to start at 8 PM and go for 1 hour. 8 PM? That was the time the awards ceremony ended. No date set, so it's been recording every night, I'd guess.
Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here?
I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder.
Then maybe...
Maybe this camera caught the murder on tape. What? And if you think about the angle the bear is at, Bound to have a clear shot of the whole crime, pal.
So there was a camera in this bear's eye?
It was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. Pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But who gave Mr. Creed the present? I don't know, pal. But it means that someone out there's got a video of what happened here that night.
Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is?
It's impossible, pal. Radio waves could be sent from almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out.
Oh.
Is there really no other way to find out? We got it. What? Hey pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go round to the electronic shops and see if I can find out who brought this. That's impossible, I mean it's already 9 o'clock. Leave it to me, even if I have to search all night. I'll find your man, pal. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. Oh, fire it, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. Pushing himself so hard, all for Mr. Myers' sake.
It's a mystery how you always manage to do things in the most inefficient ways, right? You'll have to excuse me, I heard your conversation just now. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? The rest of your team's been created and deployed. Can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward one step at a time. I see, thanks. Don't thank me yet, we still have to find her. So there was a spy camera hidden inside this stuffed animal. You are one lucky man, right? Do you know this stuffed bear, little girl?
I have no idea.
Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. Completely handmade, and only a small number of these are exported here. What? Camera and transmitter? That scatterbrained detective took him with him at dead ends. Things like those can be brought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is.
Can you really do that, Mr. Nick? Can he really?
Well, I guess so. It's 9 PM. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now. I'm sure you have other things you have to do. See you soon, right? Wait. What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, right, until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Corrida? The real killer? Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, right? Everything begins with the truth. Juan Corrida's real killer. Ms. Andrews passed. The kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal from Mr. On Guard. And this card, Shelley D. Killer. Maya, the only way I can save you now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth. And that brings us to the end of today's video. This has been Darth Browner. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a like and hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you on the next video, where we're going to have some revelations and a half. So you don't want to miss the next video. Ciao for now, everyone. Toodles.